Good evening, Spartans. This is Dr. Cameron from Imlay City Schools. I'm glad to be with you this evening. I have great news specifically for our seniors and parents of seniors. We miss all of you. We miss seeing you every day. We've been thinking a great deal about you. We have been taking a measured approach to senior activities, both in our announcements and what we construct, in order to do the very best job that we can do by you given the circumstances that we're dealing with. So we're at a point where we have a lot of information for you now. I'd like to share with you, and I'm going to do that via presentation. I'm relatively new to using Zoom, so please excuse any tech difficulties we may have. Hopefully you can now see this presentation, Senior Activities During the COVID-19 Pandemic. So we have a number of things that we've been doing and are on the horizon. And I want to start with this list of things that we can do during the stay-at-home orders. The first thing is one that's been in place for some time now, which is continuing with our senior spotlights. A few years ago, we started with the senior spotlight, and that is a photo and some information about the next steps our seniors are going to take, about who inspires them and who their role models are. So you can find those on our district Facebook site. If you scroll through, we've been posting them all year. We have information from just about all of our seniors who wanted to participate, and we have a few left to go. So there'll be some more that are being posted. Keep an eye out for those. Many of you already know that we have a partnership with the county press. They came to us with a great idea to recognize our seniors, and we've invested some resources in that endeavor. And at the end of this presentation, there will be a slide that has the information that you can send your photo and some bio information to be featured in the county press. That started May 3rd. Some of you have seen those, and more will be forthcoming. Recently, we ran our virtual Decision Day recognition video. I hope you enjoyed that. If you were able to see it, it was very uplifting to see the next steps that our seniors will be taking and their excitement about making decisions about their future. Again, that is on our district Facebook page if you'd like to see that. We have invested some resources in senior recognition yard signs, which I'll show a little bit later. Those have been ordered, are high quality, and are on their way. So you'll have an opportunity to have that in your yard and have your friends and neighbors be able to recognize your accomplishment. And we're excited about that as well. Please put into your calendar the following events. The first one is the virtual Senior Academic Awards ceremony. So that will be held virtually on the evening of June 4th. More details to come, but you can expect for that to be posted on our Facebook site so that you can view that, and we'll also link it to our YouTube so that it can be viewed if you don't have Facebook. In that ceremony, all of the academic awards that will be issued will be unveiled, as will the recipients of those awards. Also very important, on the evening of June 11th, again, more details to come specific to the start time, but on that evening, June 11th, we will run our virtual Senior Honors Convocation event. That's the event, seniors, during which scholarships are provided. So we'll be pre-recording a ceremony and announcing all of the winners of our various scholarships. We're a very gracious community, and we're excited about that. So make sure that you have those two events in your calendar. Project Graduation, I've been in contact with them. They're working very hard on your behalf. You can look for more information to come from Project Graduation in the future. Just real quickly about our yard signs, here's a great model of Michael. I won't say his last name here, but you all know who he is. Of the layout of the yard signs, how they can be displayed. Those, again, will be forthcoming. And to the right of that is information about our partnership with the county press. We would like all of our seniors to please consider participating. You can send a photo of yourself, and it will be featured there to the email address here on site, ecaswell@myhomepaper.com. And this presentation will be available to you, will be recorded and posted so you can look back if you need the information. So senior events after stay-at-home orders. This is a complicated situation. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but you know that indications are that these mitigation factors like social distancing, having limited amounts of people have contact with one another, wearing masks when you're in closed spaces, will be in place long after stay-at-home orders are lifted. It's likely that any sort of large congregation will be forbidden, or at least be scaled up like they were scaled down at the beginning of this pandemic response. So if you remember, initially, groups of 250 could be in the same place at one time, then groups of 50, then groups of 10 or 5, and now it's being recommended that you stay basically distanced from others. What we're projecting and what experts are saying is even after stay-at-home orders are lifted, that is likely to scale back up in a similar manner, so that gatherings of people might start to be approved in groups of 5, 10, maybe 50 to 100, then 250. That presents some problems for our ceremonial events because we get large numbers of people. We've talked to a lot of people about commencement preferences. Many of you have called, you've sent emails. I've been in touch with representatives from Project Graduation to solicit feedback about what is most important about the commencement preferences of our parents and our seniors. And these are the themes that continue to reverberate. The first one is school leaders such as myself, our administration, our teachers, our students and parents clearly prefer an option that's as close to a traditional ceremony as possible. That's something that's really important to all of us if we can accomplish that. A traditional ceremony in these circumstances would mean that all students and parents can get together at one site, that students can graduate together as a class and celebrate one another. It also means that all students and staff presentations, the speeches from the valedictorian, the greeting from the senior class president, speeches from the keynote speakers, would take place live in front of the entire class of 2020, and that students would have the opportunity to walk across the stage in person and pick up a diploma. Finally, that parents be able to take photos of the moment in the moment, that they would be able to be at the event and be able to capture that event in a way that circumstances best allow. And then what's important, I believe, to all of us, but certainly to myself and school leadership, is that we can assure to the best of our ability the safety of participants and to our audience. So this is what we have planned for commencement of 2020. Now remember, we know that not any one solution is going to be perfect for everyone. Trust me when I say we worked long and hard, done a lot of thinking, and actually looked at 5 to 7 different ceremonial options for our seniors. But when we go back to that slide that says these are the things that we are being told are most important to people, we felt that this would be the option that would best capture those elements and still allow us to congregate safely and to be live together. And this would be a drive-in commencement where families and graduates drive into a location, stay in their vehicles for the majority of the ceremony, are able to listen to speeches both live and through an FM channel so that they can get those in their vehicle, where graduates would be invited to exit their vehicles, to walk across the stage using social distancing, but still getting a diploma and being on the stage. And we would have the opportunity to bring parents to the front of the stage as well to take photos with their graduate. So we think that this event will best capture the things that were most important and expressed to us, and still allow us to function within the rules and guidelines that we were going to be under at the time. The tentative date is Sunday, July 19th at 2:30 at the Eastern Michigan Fairgrounds. And I have to really send thank you out to Mr. Kemp and to the Fair Board, who has made the facility available to us, as well as the FM broadcast. Otherwise, we would not be able to do a large-scale ceremony. There is a makeup date if needed, if we get really abhorrent weather, but for the most part, because we'll be enclosed and the stage has a roof on it, that we would try to do that even if the weather was not optimal, but we could have a makeup date if needed for Tuesday, July 21st at 5:30 in the evening. So please place those on your calendar. I'm really looking forward to spending some time with you at the ceremony, to having every graduate be able to cross the stage and get that diploma, and to our other recognition events. There will be more information to come. This is purely the announcement that you'll need from the high school. There'll be a letter that gets mailed home with these details in it. And as we approach our events, we'll make sure that we provide you reminders and more information. Other items for seniors may be less exciting, but also important. Yearbooks have gone to print, but we've been notified by LifeTouch that they have limited printing capacity right now because they don't have a lot of workers in their print factories. So those have gone to print. We do not have a receipt date yet, but they've assured us that anyone who has purchased a yearbook will get a yearbook. Second, and maybe more exciting, caps and gowns will be available on Wednesday, May 20th for pickup by parents. We're going to conduct that much in the same way that we conduct our food pickup, where people drive up, they'll tell us the name of their student, and we'll be able to provide that for them. Pickup will take place in front of the high school from 4 to 6 p.m. on Wednesday the 20th. Additionally, maybe less important, will be items that have been removed from your locker and are bagged for students will be available for parent pickup also on the 20th at that event. So what will happen is school staff will open lockers, we'll remove personal items, we'll put those carefully in a bag along with the name of the student and the locker number. So parents, when you come to pick up caps and gowns on Wednesday, May 20th, make sure that you know your student's name, obviously, and if you can, their locker number. That will be helpful to staff to speed up our process. So those are some exciting things to share. Before we close tonight, I want to thank all of you for your patience. We know this has been difficult. We know that there have been a lot of questions. There are just a lot of unanswered things out there, variables that we're dealing with. So we do appreciate your patience. We do want to give you the very best experience that we can given circumstances that are at hand. And I do believe that this will be it for us. I'm excited for you, excited for your families, and look forward to more information.